do?
So ours is a conversion from the video game of Borderlands to the board game of Borderlands. We have all 152 unique shields and weapons from Borderlands 2. You have all 10 characters that are the Vault Hunters from both Borderlands 1 and 2 that you can play as. And people can also play as the Badasses, which are the typical enemies and the invincible bosses. For this iteration of the game, we have 5 of the enemies. You have Midgets, Bandits, Psychos, Marauders, and Badass Psychos that you can play as. And then for our invincible boss, we have Terramorphous. We have 2 maps. We have Thousand Cuts, which you kill enemies to try to accumulate loot. When you kill an enemy, they have a specific loot drop associated with them, so when you kill them, you draw a new item. Once you go through Thousand Cuts, you start at the green area for the Vault Hunters. The enemies spawn on red spaces. To get to the end of the area, you go to the blue space. By doing that, you go into the Terramorphous Peak, where you will begin the Terramorphous battle. The Terramorphous battle itself is very close to the game. Every 4 turns Terramorphous, you roll 2 dice, 19 and 11. So I can either spawn him in at 1119 or 1911 on the grid, and then he has tentacles that spawn with him within a 4-tile radius area, so it's a 9x9 grid. At the end of the 3rd turn, he despawns, he's no longer on the map, and then he respawns on the 4th turn again. If you deal damage to the tentacles, the damage converts over to his health as well, up to the total amount of damage you dealt, or the maximum health of the tentacle. So each tentacle has 300 health, so you can only damage Terramorphous directly 300 for attacking a tentacle, or you can do more directly to him. Our items have all sorts of effects from the games. There's some slag weapons where if you hit an enemy with it, they'll take double damage for the rest of the turn. We have the just insane combinations from the game. So like Axton, he has VB shield, which is an amp shield, and Sandhawk. Together they do about 2,000 damage, which will just shred through any enemy and do a ton of damage to Terramorphous. Terramorphous himself has 50,000 health, so typically it'd take a while to kind of peg him down to finally kill him, but you can use those like weird combinations to take him down a little bit faster. We have action abilities for all of the characters. Maya can resurrect people from distances. Salvador can shoot 2 weapons at the same time. Krieg has Blood Explosion. Axton can throw a weapon out on the map and it auto attacks people. You do have Fight for your life, so if your character hits 0 health, they cannot move, they cannot use actions, but they can attack. They have 3 turns to either get a kill or have an ally come over and resurrect them. When they resurrect, they have half health and full shields, and they proceed. You have to effectively keep them from resurrecting for those 3 turns to actually kill them off. The goal of the game is to either kill all the Vault Hunters or kill the Invincible. And that is our Borderlands board game.
Okay.